top of the morning to you, listener out there. It's 32 FM 94.9, the station where joy resides. It's the Breaker Dawn newspaper review on this dial. My name is Chike Ubogo, and I'll be taking the Punch newspaper and the Nation newspaper this morning. I'm not here alone. I'm with Bemi and Tayo.
Good morning, dear listener. I am Olutayo Ogwadi, and to the only lady on the team this morning.
My name is Bemi Sola Shoyemi. Thank you, gentlemen. All right, I have on me Daily Post, and of course, I'll take Guardian newspaper as well. Let's take a look at some headlines from some of the dailies we have with us in the studio this morning. As I said, I have Daily Post. Let's see what we have in that paper. All right, from Daily Post, Federation allocation. Federal government should stop getting lion's share. States deserve 42%. That's coming from Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu. South-South governors set to launch regional security outfit. Women group demands compensation from government over demolished properties in Imo State. Alleged 69 billion naira debt. Court fixes January 24 for AMCON's suit against Jimoh Ibrahim. Proliferation of arms, why Nigeria must domesticate ECOWAS treaties urgently. NatForce DG. On insecurity in the southeast, Buhari told to identify, arrest sponsors of unknown gunmen immediately. Southeast leaders meeting, Ohaneze youths demand committee on Igbo presidency. Supreme Court reserves judgments in governor's 66 billion naira suit against the federal government. Nigerian mogul Okubo's family announces burial date. Court dismisses Senator Ndume's plea, seeking order to discharge him as Maina's surety. Olu of Warri visits Delta community as crisis brew. On insecurity in the southeast one more time. Governors, federal government officials may be responsible, not IPOB, Hiriwa alleges. And finally from here, don't give up on Nigeria, Nigerians in diaspora.
All right, let's see some more from Daily Trust. Students flee, traders abandon wares as gunmen enforce sit-at-home order in Imo. Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp down globally. We are live on Facebook, by the way, and live on YouTube, 32FM 949. But then we'll get back to talk about the global crash of Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp yesterday. Boko Haram cripples governance in Niger communities, fixes marriage age or marital age for girls. A close bifocal lens appraisal of the foreign exchange issues. Abuja residents groan as price of pure water soars. Attacks. INEC takes final decision on Anambra Guba election today. Boko Haram. All right, I took that already. Let's see some more from Daily Trust before we move to another paper. Despite diplomatic interventions, we took this, we analyzed this yesterday. That's the hostility between Ghanaians and Nigerians, Nigerian traders in particular in Ghana. Is Nigeria truly independent? There's a question there. Money laundering. Senate to ban transactions with shell banks. Why I called Tinubu Mr. President in London. Rep. Suleja. Why I called Tinubu Mr. President. If you see the video, I think someone even referred to him as Your Excellency. Tax. INEC takes final decision on Anambra Guba election today. I took that also. Edo Assembly confirms 11 commissioner nominees. 2023. Why PDP should leave presidential ticket open. South-South Group.
All right, from the Punch newspaper this morning, bold headline. Tension rises in Southeast. Military begins operation against killings. Others with riders, military, police, show of force creates confusion in Imo. Offices, markets, others shot. Army launches exercise Golden Dawn in Anambra against IPOB, cultists and others. Southeast governors, other leaders meet in Enugu today to revive Ebubago. We have here Nigeria serviced debt with 1.47 trillion naira first half of 2021. This is coming from the DMO. Billions of dollars lost as Facebook shuts out 2.9 billion subscribers. Nigerians used 1.74 billion liters of petrol in August. That's from the PPPRA. Nigerian airlines orders to lose 1.4 trillion naira. Poor COVID-19 vaccination slows recovery. And we have here strike suspended for salary payment on IPPIS. No work, no pay, unresolved. NARD. Woman dies in apartment, missing 2-year-old's body found in canal. We have over 500 Niger local government communities under Boko Haram. This from a resident there. And special status. Lagos demands 1% of Nigeria's revenue. South states back Rivers on VAT suit. Plan security outfit. And 567 million naira required to hire 1,000 workers for Lagos Ibadan rail operations. These are some of the headlines from the Punch newspaper this morning.
Taking headlines now from the Guardian newspaper. VAT South governors to face federal government, North at Supreme Court. At last, the resident doctors suspend strike, give federal government 6 weeks to act. Army moves against insecurity with new outfit in Southeast. Buhari urges peace, stability as Ethiopian Prime Minister begins second term. Uzodima's wife not abducted, says Imo government. Supreme Court reserves judgment and states appeal against Executive Order 10. Nigerian workers still struggling for good governance, better welfare, says TUC. Worries over deplorable state of Lagos cemeteries. COVID-19 miracle drug may halt craze for vaccine manufacturing, okay? Afenifere in diaspora backs southern governors on anti-open grazing laws and others. Court outlaws special bank charges in Anambra. Olubadan removes Bale Apoke for violating customs and traditions. Those are headlines from the Guardian newspaper.
Well, let's see some more from Premium Times. Supreme Court reserves judgment on state suit challenging Buhari's Executive Order 10. 36 state government sue federal government and Supreme Court over Executive Order 10 funding of state courts. How Nigeria's ex-Attorney General Bayo Ojo received $10 million from Malabu Lajes 9 weeks after Nigerian doctors call off strike. Good one. Pandora Papers. How Governor Bagudu amassed dirty billions and how is hiding it. Let's see. Still from Premium Times. Trending Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram temporarily shut down. It's back now, though. Why Nigeria's revenue sharing formula should be reviewed. Sanwo-Olu. Why Nigerian universities must lead discourse around intergenerational contracts. Ex-Lasso VC Fagbo. Cameroon's community violence may spread to Nigeria. Others, that's an analysis there that could interest you also. COVID-19 third wave eases as Nigeria records 74 new cases. Let's see some more.
All right, from the Nation newspaper this morning, front page, zoning ripples widen in PDP over party chair. A North-South scheme ahead of NEC. We're strong enough to withstand any storm. Al Makura to run for APC chairman. Buhari calls for peaceful Ethiopia. South states join Rivers in VAT battle. Why we ended 2-month strike by resident doctors. Special status. Lagos seeks 1% consolidated revenue fund allocation. And we have this one here. Nigeria not on list of 50 countries with genuine COVID-19 vaccine certificate. And lastly, 2 suspected kidnappers arrested at ransom collection point. 2 suspected kidnappers arrested at ransom collection point.
Okay, let's observe our very first break for today. When we return, we get to analyze the major stories. Stay with us.
Uncle Dentist, wetin be cavities and how Colgate take dey protect my teeth from cavities? Shey dey use comfort?
No dear, na hole for teeth dey cause most tooth pains wey be cavity. But if you use Colgate Maximum Cavity Protection take brush every day, the confirmed formula go help keep natural calcium inside our teeth wey go protect them from tooth decay.
Time don reach to upgrade to the world's most chosen toothpaste, Colgate, because Colgate locks calcium in.
Now, the Nigerian Dental Association, they recommend Colgate. ò fẹ́ bẹ́gbẹ́ pé kó láwùjọ àwọn kò sí gbogbo ìgbà kó sì máa gbọ́ bùkátà pẹ̀lú ìrọ̀rùn. ẹgbẹ́ alájẹsẹ́kù multilevel marketing cooperative investment credit society limited ladò bá ní mọ́tòṣì tí ń bá ní pinlẹ̀ ọ̀la nílànà káràkátà àwọn kò ṣe é mọ̀ ní ojoojúmọ́ bíi herbal food supplement àti bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. bẹ́ẹ̀ lè tó ẹ̀yáwó ọlọ́kan ọ̀jọ̀kan dúró dè ọ́ bó ṣe ń darapọ̀ mẹ́gbẹ́ alájẹsẹ́kù multilevel marketing tí gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ẹ bá sì darapọ̀ mọ́ wa pẹ̀lú owó yín ó máa jèrè tabua lóṣooṣù. bákan náà ni gbogbo ẹni tó bá dókòwò pẹ̀lú wa láti sin yìí lọ́wọ́ máa gbẹ̀bùn fáànù jẹnẹrétọ̀ tẹlifíṣàn àti bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ lẹ́sẹ̀kẹsẹ̀. èyí wà fájọyọ̀ bá a ṣe ń pé ọdún kan lóṣù October ọdún tá a wà yìí. ẹ kàn sí multilevel marketing ní health concern building lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ MRS filling station nítòsí Bishop Phillips Academy Ìwó Road Ìbàdàn. àtẹ̀kálẹ̀ iṣẹ́ wa ní Stanbic Bank building Niger West area Challenge Ìbàdàn pé 090504816 090504816.
Set to fresh. I feel the freshness. I got the confidence. With the liquid fuel chewing gum, not Santa Fresh. I'm feeling good. I feel so yes, I feel so fresh. I feel so fresh. I get confidence. Set to fresh. The correct chewing gum, not Santa Fresh. No darling with Santa Fresh.
Santa Fresh chewing gum. Trust the freshness.
Ilé-iṣẹ́ Danabit Homes and Property tún dé o.
Danabit Homes and Properties ló kórè.
àtìkò rẹ̀ ló ọ̀nà rọrùn tó yàtọ̀ láti sọ yín donílẹ̀ dónílé. ilẹ̀ tiwa fi ní lọ́kàn balẹ̀. wàhálà ọmọ onílé ò sí lọ́dọ̀ tiwa. àwọn yàtọ̀ sáwọn tí ń talẹ̀ ojúgbó. gbangba láàyè tó tẹ́jú nílẹ̀ wá wà. àwa là ń ta Treasure Estate tí wà ní Ìdó ológun ẹrúwé 650,000 naira ní plọ̀tì kan. Victory Estate phase 1 alábàtàmọ́ níyà ń bàdàn 5-minute drive. Sírẹ́lùwẹ̀ tuntun àti dry port 800,000 naira ní plọ̀tì kan. Victory Estate phase 2 alábàtà mọ́níyà ń bàdàn bákan náà ìrìnsẹ́jú mẹ́ta péré sínú railway line àti dry port 850,000 naira ní plọ̀tì kan o. àǹfààní wà fún sísan díẹ̀díẹ̀ láàrin oṣù mẹ́ta níléeṣẹ́ Danabit Homes and Property. àmẹ́ ẹ̀ máa wá sílé iṣẹ́ wa fún àsọjẹ́ tó ń ti àjọsọpọ̀ eléyìí tó gún mọ́ fún sísan owó ọ̀hún. ẹni tó bá sanwó lẹ́ẹ̀kan náà gbé tán ó máa gba báàgì símẹ́ǹtì 5. á sì tún ṣe kọ́nà pìsì fún lọ́fẹ̀ẹ́. ẹ̀yin náà máa bọ̀ sílé iṣẹ́ wa fún ilẹ̀ tó fi ní lọ́kàn balẹ̀. Danabit Homes and Property a wà ní Prime Time Plaza ọba alẹ́sìn lọ́yẹ̀ phase 2 lójú ọ̀nà tó lọ sí free Ìbàdàn 0904-779-7352 0818-841-8137.
Indomie welcomes you back to school. Have a session filled with lots of fun and excitement. Stay safe, stay healthy. Indomie noodles, tasty nutrition, good for you.
láti gòkè àgùnlà láyé èèyàn nílò ìtọ́sọ́nà ẹni tó mọ̀nà débi àṣeyọrí. FMH International HR àwọn ni gbajúgbajà akọ́ṣẹ́mọṣẹ́ iléeṣẹ́ alárinà tó mọ ojúlẹ̀jà bá ti ń tọ́ni sọ́nà finimọ̀nà nípa bí gbogbo òǹwáṣẹ́ ṣe lè pàdé àwọn òǹgbanisíṣẹ́ pàápàá jùlọ láwọn orílẹ̀-èdè tó wà lókè òkun.
FMH International HR alábàáṣepọ̀ gidi ni wọ́n jẹ́ pẹ̀lú àjọ oníwádìí ìjìnlẹ̀ àgbáyé tá a mọ̀ sí United Nations Volunteer Research Group láti jùmọ̀ tọpinpin wàhálà táwọn ọmọlẹ́yìn ń kojú nídìí ìgbìyànjú ajé lọ sílẹ̀ òkèèrè. ìyẹn ọ̀rọ̀ tó jẹ mọ́ international migration àti international labour activities.
ǹjẹ́ o tiẹ̀ mọ̀ pé o nílò ìmọ̀ tó jinlẹ̀ dáadáa nípa ìlànà à ń tẹ̀lé láwọn pápákọ̀ òfurufú tó fẹ́ gbà sọdá sílẹ̀ òkèèrè. lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ bá a ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀ yìí United Nations Volunteer Research Group pẹ̀lú àjọṣepọ̀ FMH International HR ń ṣe research lórí ẹ̀dùn ọkàn àti ìpèníjà tẹ́ ẹ bá ní. questionnaires táwọn òṣìṣẹ́ FMH bá fún yín lágbègbè yín lẹ́ ó ṣàlàyé ìrírí yín sí.
fún àlàyé lẹ́kùnrẹ́rẹ́ kàn sí wọn ní 3rd and 9th floor Cocoa House Dùgbẹ̀ Ìbàdàn.
telephone 0817 4444 627
àti 081-6873-7222.
By popular demand, registration for Canada Permanent Visa Program has been extended till 5th of October 2021.
Canada will issue over 1.2 million permanent visas between 2021 and 2023. Canada has incredible natural resources, most especially mineral resources, but less than 15% of those massive resources have been exploited. Reason? Canada's population is very small, less than 40 million compared to USA's 350 million and China's 1.6 billion, and these are countries with smaller land area than Canada. There are well over 60 immigration programs to choose from. Let Jonathan King Limited take you through the simple process and relocate to Canada with members of your family. So take advantage and obtain your own form at Jonathan King Limited, first and sixth floors, Cocoa House, Ibadan, CMS Bookshop, Folagbade Street, beside the Cathedral of Our Savior, Ijebu Ode.
Remember, before 5th of October 2021, there is no further extension.
We welcome you back from that break. 32 FM 94.9, and of course, it's still the Breakdown newspaper review on this dial. My name is Bimisola Shoyemi.
Good morning to you. I am Olutayo Ogunade.
All right, a wonderful morning to you. I am Chike Ubogo.
And Austin Odomo joins us on the program. Good morning to you, Austin Odomo.
Good morning.
Right, great.
Okay, let's see. The first headline I'm taking here is just regarding what happened yesterday with WhatsApp, Facebook, and Instagram. There was a global outage of these three major platforms yesterday, and later on, after we did not exactly understand what was going on until WhatsApp had to go to Twitter, another social media platform, to announce that there was a problem and they were working on getting back as soon as possible. But yes, we woke up this morning and WhatsApp was. By the way, we are live on Facebook and YouTube, 32FM and 949 Ibadan. Just to tell you that Facebook is back. So join us live on Facebook, 32FM 949 Ibadan, and YouTube as well. Austin.
Yes, it was really hectic and difficult yesterday. A kind of global outage for the three platforms. Nigerians will find this platform as major online platform that informations are disseminated. So it came so shocking that what could be going on, like you said, not until much later before people began to get the full detail of what could have transpired. That's how could that have happened? Not just a Nigerian thing, but globally, information cannot be readily accessed on that particular platform. I think about a week ago, an individual who was a former employee had to come out to say that there are a lot of shady deal, especially as it regards to Facebook, most especially, that some hate speech is being propagated through some of the platform, especially these three platforms, that is not being checked, and a lot of issues of concern were raised. In short, a lawsuit was filed. So when that happened yesterday, some people began to link and say what could be happening. Could it be that something fishy is actually going on? But like we have also announced this morning, technically it has been restored to the owners or the funders. Billions of dollars have actually
about $6 to $7 billion.
Yes, have actually been lost. So that is to tell you the level of information.
But is it looking like a good time to break the monopoly of Facebook?
Of course, it's looking like a good time. People yesterday actually switch.
Yes.
You understand? I don't want to.
There are other platforms.
Yes, I don't want to mention some of this other platform that people switch to. It's sure somebody had to tell me and say you can also come this way, and people began to go to their various Play Store to get some of this platform on again. So that is showing that globally too, people can easily migrate from one platform to the other. Depending on how reliable this platform they are. But the truth of the matter is that some new or relatively unpopular platform actually sprang up yesterday. So that is also a big lesson for the likes of Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, and what have you. So there will always be an alternative.
The fact that it happened yesterday tells you that it could happen anytime.
Yes, it could happen anytime.
And then it wasn't just gone for a few minutes, because usually sometimes it goes down that way, and then it could be 5 to 10 minutes and it would be restored. Yes, but this time around it was well over 5 hours.
Several hours.
Like 7 to 8
hours. At
the
time you think the problem is peculiar to you.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Until you have to
at some point at the beginning, some people, I had to tell people yesterday somewhere around to calm down, because some people were saying the same thing that happened to Twitter in Nigeria. Are you sure that is not what is happening right now? And then I had to tell everybody, can you calm down? Let's be sure that this is not global before we decide whether or not this is a Nigerian thing.
Yes, man like water will always find its way. So which suffice that man cannot be stranded at every point in time. So we just had to provide alternative yesterday.
At the point yesterday, I felt so vulnerable. That tells you how dependent we have become on, platforms like this,
social platforms. So
it's interesting. But it's also a business opportunity for Nigeria. A country like China is, insulated, as it were.
Yes.
They weren't really affected.
So let us also come up with a local online platform by which information could be disseminated. Not just propaganda, but reliable and effective method of
our guys in Yaba can do something.
Yes.
Which
so let people come on board with
even
local and indigenous. Yes. Everywhere, local and indigenous solution. We have some tech guys who can actually make some things happen online. So maybe this will dawn on us any moment from now, that local platform could also be accessed.
All right, away from that Facebook story, let's go to the Guardian newspaper. Army moves against insecurity with new outfits in Southeast. The Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Farouk Yahaya, has stated that emerging security threats over the continued existence of the country are real, necessitating the Operation Golden Dawn in the Southeast. Speaking in Enugu yesterday, while flagging off the joint military exercise for Abia, Anambra, Ebonyi, Enugu, and Imo State, he stressed that the Army would do all in its power to preserve the country's unity. Chike, I think you mentioned something also. The other operation here.
Oyo State, Operation Still Waters.
Yeah, in Ibadan, Operation Still Waters.
Yes, whatever we can do to restore peace. Of course, no price will be too much for us to achieve peace. In the process of trying to achieve this peace, I think the government had to also come up with the idea of ensuring that justice is done. Because most of the time we have restiveness here and there. It is because of lack of the capacity of the government or the political will to ensure at all costs that justice is done. There was a time we had Operation Lafia Dole, which is peace at all costs, but we actually de-emphasized justice at that time. There's no way you can achieve peace by fiat except justice is done relatively. So we must look at this issue properly. I'm particularly worried and concerned with the spate of violence and gruesome killings in the eastern part of the country. Of course, that is not the only region or area where this is happening, but this is coming to the front burner because of the escalating situation over there. So whatever we can do to bring down tension, to ensure that we do not continue to lose our fineness as a result of perhaps agitation or whatever grabs the people as against the constituted authority, which is government. So I'm delighted that the Nigerian military is coming up to ensure that the place once again become relatively safer. Let the Nigerian military too. This is not a time to harass, molest, and intimidate people. This is the time to strictly become professional and abide by the rules of engagement. So let the government look at this very critically. Show of force will come at the end of the day, but civilians who are law-abiding should not be intimidated as a result of this action. It's majorly targeted at criminals. So let's see whatever we can do to restore peace. But I feel that the situation all around the country, either in the north, either in the southwest, in the southeast, we might most likely have to end up at a discussion table. So let the government look at the issue of the stick at this particular point in time, because I do not also support a situation where some people will just wake up and decide to take the other people for granted or hold the state to ransom. of course, it shows that there's no government in such a situation, and this is not a banana republic. So troublemakers, this is a clarion call to them. This is warning to them. But I've also said earlier that in the process of trying to achieve that, let the federal government also look at the option of ensuring that justice is done. What are the agitation of the people? Personally, I do not believe that any agitation should lead to loss of life. I do not believe, at whatever level. I do not believe that, because you are agitating, because you feel you are aggrieved, the life of another man will have to go for it. Because what is happening now is like indiscriminate killing of people, especially in the southeastern part of the country. You know, we're analyzing the situation yesterday, and somebody said that, could they have known that was Dr. Chike Akuyele and still go ahead to take his life? I think what happened majorly is indiscriminate shooting. When they identified that this could be a target, they will kill them. In short, knowing
what makes one a target?
I do not know. Knowing at the end of the day that a prominent person has been involved, of course it could pay them at that level, but the deed has been done. So whatever the issues are, let them sheath their sword, address the cross of the matter, and let us move on as a country. We can't continue to lose people under the guise of liberalization or trying to protect their image, because if we allow this to continue, it shows that at the end of the day, the people you claim to be fighting for, you must have sacrificed their life on the altar of this agitation. So, and that will not take us anywhere. So whatever that can be done, let us do it as a matter of urgency and ensure that we bring this to an end.
Well, many will say that the over-militarization in the southeast is becoming worrisome. But then you ask, who caused it? Is it not the people who are, like you said, gunmen shooting sporadically, faceless, you know?
Yes, the government must take a step further to identify them. The people cause them. Every section of the country is over-militarized. That's the truth of the matter.
I traveled to Osun State over the weekend, and of course, going to Osun State from here, I can't count the number of checkpoints that I saw on the way.
So
I think it's everywhere.
That's the situation we find ourselves. It's everywhere, but we have a peculiar situation in the eastern part of the country where non-state dictators want to dictate the pace. Of course, yesterday I told some people, they say, the people gladly obey the sit-at-home order. I said no.
Because also the government has lost the monopoly of violence.
The government has even lost control, especially in the eastern part of the country. Some of the state governors have lost control. Some of the violence and some of this crime that is being perpetrated are either linked to prominent government officials in that area. So we have to also look at that too. And the caliber of people in power. Look at the individuals involved. For example, the characters involved in the Anambra election. This is not the first time a staggered election will be conducted in the country. But look at the caliber. I don't want to mention name. We know there are antecedents. You know, we were looking at the case of Imo the other time. You say, suddenly Imo has become so restive. There is no peace. Who is the person that is in charge? What is his antecedent on the street? These are the issue. We have talked about this issue. By the time you get to a level where you are in government and you give opportunity to non-state actors to become so relevant and so prominent, a time is coming you are going to lose control. Look at what is happening in the northern part of the country, especially northwest, Zamfara, Katsina. It got to a time that governors will place call to bandit leader and say, please, this is my domain, don't terrorize my people. Come to the government house and collect money. So it got to a time the people broke loose and nobody could control them, because all they were after at that particular point in time was not to end banditry, was just to make peace with these guys on individual basis. They can also use them for political reason, and these are some of the crises. And today, what has the situation turned to? The situation has escalated beyond control to the extent that governors can't even take decision again as far as the matter is concerned.
There's a case of a cereal company and the funding for terrorism in this country. Currently, it has gone viral in the country. It is not in the papers, so we may not, really dwell on it or talk about it now until we have sufficient fact. But let's talk about, cutting the linkages, the supplies for the prevalence of insecurity and terrorism in this country. Who are those behind it? They refuse to mention their names, and UAE helped us, but we are a bit sluggish with prosecuting or naming or shaming these people. As a matter of fact, how can we really stem this thing? Because, like we said, it's a circle or a cycle.
Yes.
As a matter of fact, and until you break it or you break the chain, it will continue.
Yes, I think the government need to summon political will. There must be courage to be able to deal with the situation. How do you describe a situation where government officials, directly or indirectly, either by proxy, are linked, and nothing is happening? So let the government, first of all, examine itself, and let the cleansing start from those that are in government. Because look at terrorism in Nigeria, for example, it has gone beyond a decade, which means that they are getting ready supply, they are getting adequate funding. Because without funding, some of their equipment too, their arms and ammunition are also capital intensive, which means that there is ready fund for these arms and ammunition to be procured. So government have to look at the source of funding. But most of the time in Nigeria, what we do majorly as a government is to chase shadow. Look at, this is the substance, but we look at other areas, lesser matter, trivializing it, politicizing it, ethnicizing it, and at the end of the day, we get nothing out of it. We know the people that are behind this. We know, look at the issue of bandits, for example. We know where they are. Look at what is happening in the southeast, for example. Will you classify them as unknown gunmen? Who are unknown gunmen? Are they invisible? Are they ghosts? Which means that some prominent people, especially politicians, are backing them for their illicit and pecuniary purposes. So let the government live above board by coming on board, not just trying to name them, but you must be able to weigh the big stick and deal decisively with them. Anybody that has link with this group should be dealt with so decisively.
I know we'll talk about
Let us have that mindset.
The body language of Mr. President. Looking at his body language on the current insurgency in this country, he talks about it. But hey, even in his last speech, October 1, I said this yesterday, he did not mention Boko Haram. He did not mention bandits. He has refused to declare them as terrorists.
See, Tayo, that is the major issue. Of course, we have a caller that is most likely going to call this morning and say, oh, you people are biased. Oh, you are ethnic in nature. You are this, you are that. That is not what we are talking about. The president must be bold enough to weigh the big stick. We have treated Boko Haram banditry with kid glove, and the issue has escalated. Banditry predates this administration. It has always been there, but it depends on the approach and the modus operandi deployed to be able to tackle the situation. Like you said, it was an unfortunate scenario that in the Independence Day speech, the president was more concerned about those sponsoring Sunday Igboho and Nnamdi Kanu, trying to make mention of some members of the National Assembly, leaving the weightier matters. So it looks as if laws are being rationalized in the country. Crime is also rationalized. When some people commit crime from a section of the country, we'll see it as a normal thing. So we must summon the political will to be able to deal with all of this. So the body language of the president has allowed some of the security situation in the country to fester and escalate beyond control. Does it mean that we don't know where bandits are? Does it mean that we can't deal with them? We know their leaders. El-Rufai came on board that day and told us that these are independent crime. You understand? Unlike the likes of Sunday Igboho and Nnamdi Kanu. So it looks as if we just decide to treat and rationalize the situation based on political and religious reason. And we can't move forward as a country as a result of this.
All right, there's this headline from the Punch newspaper this morning. It says South states back Rivers on VAT suit, plan security outfit. 5 of the governors of the South region have resolved to join the Rivers State and Lagos State government against the Federal Inland Revenue Service in the value-added tax suit pending before the Supreme Court. The governor said that that the meeting of the South Forum was at the government house of the Port Harcourt of the Rivers State on Monday, where the hosts, Yeson Wike, Ifeanyi Okowa, Udom Emmanuel, Godwin Obaseki, and Duro D were present, but the Cross River State governor was absent and didn't send any representative. And then part of the resolution there was that they'll be joining the suit and they'll be coming up with a new security outfit in the South?
Yes, I think a new security outfit in the South is long overdue. The system is gradually restructuring itself. We have told the federal government to look in the direction of devolution of power to enable state governments have more access as far as security matters are concerned. The federal government has turned a deaf ear. So states, as according to region, are coming on board to develop strategy to better secure their people. Of course, once a law is enacted and it does not conflict with the national law, which is the constitution, that is the grand norm, of course it suffices, because the grand norm, which is the constitution, also made provision for state houses of assembly to be able to make law for the good governance of the people within their respective domain. So that is a welcome development. On the issue of VAT, of course, yes, let's still begin to key in. Yesterday I got a report that state like Adamawa is even trying to look at the basis, looking at laws that will enable states to collect VAT. Of course, we have majority of states in the northern part of the country who are trying to team up with the Attorney General of the Federation, FIRS, to truncate this process. We are talking about the law here. So, Cross River, I don't know the reason why representative was not sent. I don't know the reason why the governor was not present. So, it could be any reason. So, we can't speculate for now. But I hope it is not what I'm beginning to think about.
I was thinking the youths of that particular region would use it or see this as an opportunity to engage their governors on how they can improve the purse of these states and not fighting I don't know, I don't want to call it a losing battle.
Yes,
we'll leave it to the law.
Yes, let's leave it to the law. See, meetings like this is good for the people. Let's come together. It's before the courts. So let us test our law once again and see where the pendulum will swing. So this is not a matter of queuing behind this or that. Let's look at it very critically. Lagos State Governor advocated and argued before the Southwest Committee on the review of revenue formula yesterday in Lagos that, of course, there should be a way that the more you contribute, the allocation that is coming to you is also reflective of what you contribute to the general purse. Because the current federalism that we operate today has made the federal government to have what we call fiscal dominance. 52% of the entire allocation. So this is encouraging corruption. It's also encouraging lethargic tendencies on the part of the governors. They don't think outside the box. They know that at the end of the day, something is coming in for me. So state that can beat that, look at Oyo State, for example. Within a year, Oyo State can get as much as 48 billion VAT revenue. So that is a good one. Of course, with 48 billion, and you will spend like 3 billion for collection.
The one that she is not scared.
Of course, you can't be scared. Look at what is in need for you. So that is what Lagos State Governor said yesterday. He said this is encouraging laziness on the part of governors. Because how can we have a central pool of revenue and at the end of the day we have to share in the name of being our brother's keeper to allow some people to just stay and at the end of the month they get something for the work not done.
And the revenue being shared at the end of the month does not reflect your contribution.
Does not reflect your contribution. That is what the Lagos State Governor is saying. That revenue sharing should reflect even your contribution to the central purse. I disagree that this current government may give Lagos a special status economically, but at least let revenue sharing formula reflect individual state contribution.
Why do we have a formula that has been in existence for 29 years? About 29 years ago, that was when this sharing formula started or came into existence. How come we still have it with the current reality? And how often are we supposed to review this formula?
That is why, for the first time in about 30 years, we are reviewing it. Of course, long overdue. But let us see how we go from here. Because even in countries of the world, advanced countries of the world, they also take note of their subnationals, because the well-being of the subnational will culminate into the overall well-being of the country. It's just like when you have a wound on your feet. You understand? So it will hinder the general activity of the body. But that is not what the federal government is doing in the case of Nigeria. So let us at least go the way of fiscal federalism. I told you of a pathetic situation in the VAT revenue formula, wherein a state like Zamfara per annum could not generate up to $1 billion naira, and per annum got close to 36 billion. What is the yardstick?
How many states do we even have in a year?
What is the yardstick?
You don't
the average VAT collection for Zamfara is 75 million per month.
Austin, you don't seem interested in the be your brother's keeper. Is it?
Of course, we can't be a brother's keeper in situations like this.
We need to go on a break now. When we return, we'll continue with the conversation, and of course, we open the phone lines. Please stay tuned.
Egbògi kan ti délẹ̀ yìí, egbògi àtẹ̀jẹ̀ ṣe ni, ó dára fẹ̀jẹ̀ gidi gan. Veneto cleanser ló ń jẹ́ o. Veneto cleanser ló ń jẹ́ o.
Ojú rẹ̀ ṣàǹjọ̀lọ̀ lójoojúmọ́ kí làṣírí ẹ wà rí. Veneto cleanser ni jámi sí ọ̀rẹ́.
Veneto cleanser egbògi àtẹ̀jẹ̀ṣe tí bádọ̀tí ara wọ̀ yá ìjà rẹ̀ wọ́n mọ́lẹ̀ ṣe wọ́n yẹbẹyẹbẹ. Inú tó ń kú tó ń dàrú gbòdògbòdò kò bára rẹ̀ èrí inú ẹ̀jẹ̀. Amọ̀nà ti dé o. Veneto cleanser egbògi àtẹ̀jẹ̀ṣe tí a fi ewé àti egbò ṣe ní ọ̀nà ti gbàlódé. NAFDAC Fòǹtẹ̀lù MA1 Nigeria Limited ni wọ́n gbé Veneto cleanser jáde. A wà ní nọ́mbà 17 Ọba Akínyẹlé off Adeogun Street Aláàfin Avenue Olúyọ̀lé Estate Ring Road Ìbàdàn. Telephone 08034051533 fún títà àti rírà. Ìwọ náà darapọ̀ mọ́ wa. Veneton cleanser àmọ̀tẹ́kùn egbòogi tí ya gbogbo kòkòrò inú ẹ̀jẹ̀ wẹ́lẹ́wẹ́lẹ́.
Set to fresh. I feel the freshness. I got the confidence. With the liquid fuel chewing gum, not Santa Fresh. I'm feeling good. I feel so good. Yes, I feel so fresh. I feel so fresh. I got confidence. Set to fresh. The correct chewing gum, not Santa Fresh. No, darling, with Santa Fresh.
Santa Fresh chewing gum. Trust the freshness.
Uncle Dentist, wetin be cavities and how Colgate take dey protect my teeth from cavities? Shey dey use comfort?
No dear, na hole for teeth dey cause most tooth pains wey be cavity. But if you use Colgate Maximum Cavity Protection take brush every day, the confirmed formula go help keep natural calcium inside our teeth wey go protect them from tooth decay.
Time don reach to upgrade to the world's most chosen toothpaste, Colgate, because Colgate locks calcium in.
Now, the Nigerian Dental Association, they recommend Colgate.
Our oil walkathon is back. In commemoration of this year's World Heart Day, join us for the Power Oil Walk Heart On in Ibadan, starting at Adamasimba at 6:30 a.m. on Saturday, the 9th of October, 2021. Come out with your friends and family. Let's have some fun as lots of exciting activities, music, and refreshment awaits you. Listen to your heart. Let's walk together for our hearts. See you there.
Power oil, hey, power oil.
Ṣé ilẹ̀ lélẹ̀ ní àbòdò ẹja ó yé mi náà lẹ́nu nígbà mo débẹ̀ ń jẹta mo ní wọ́n á tún fi hàn wọ́n náà wo ìgbà tí ọ̀rọ̀ ta rẹ̀ fún mi wájú ọlọ́run àtẹ̀yàn kò sí nǹkan kan tọ́jọ́ mọ́ báyìí lórí rẹ̀ o. Inú ẹ̀rùn lọ́rọ̀ àánú wọn àbí. Inú ẹ̀rùn mọ́ra. Àbájọ ọgbà àgbọ̀n jùlọ fẹ́ pa ọ́. Mo ti ní kó já lọ sọ́dọ̀ Dynabix Homes and Properties. Àwọn gẹ́gẹ́ ní ànilẹ̀ tó jójú lówó tí kì í ṣe nù rà bí irú ilé ìtọ́ra yìí. Ajé o.
Dynabix Homes and Properties ló kórè.
Àwa là ń ta Treasure Estate tí wà ní ìdó ológun ẹrúwé 650,000 naira ní plọ̀tì kan. Victory Estate phase 1 Alábàtà Mọ́níyà ń bàdàn 800,000 naira ní plọ̀tì kan o. Victory Estate phase 2 Alábàtà Mọ́níyà ń bàdàn bákan náà 850,000 naira ní plọ̀tì kan o. Àǹfààní wà fún sísan díẹ̀díẹ̀ láàrin oṣù mẹ́ta nílé iṣẹ́ Dynabix Homes and Properties. Àmẹ́ máa wá sílé iṣẹ́ wa fún àsọjẹ́ tó ń ti àjọsọpọ̀. Eléyìí tó gún mọ́ fún sísanwó ọ̀hún. Ẹni tó bá sanwó lẹ́ẹ̀kan náà gbé tán. Ó máa gba báàgì símẹ́ǹtì 5. A sì tún ṣe corner piece fún lọ́fẹ̀ẹ́. Dynabix Homes and Properties. A wà ní Primetime Plaza Ọbalẹ́sìlọ́yẹ̀ phase 2 lójú ọ̀nà tó lọ sí Free Ìbàdàn 0904-779-7352 0818-841-8137.
Ní ìdáhùn sí ìbéèrè ọ̀pọ̀ ènìyàn, a ti sún ọjọ́ gbígba fọ́ọ̀mù àti di ọmọ onílẹ̀ lórílẹ̀‐èdè Canada síwájú o. Ní báyìí,
ọjọ́ karùn-ún oṣù kẹwàá ni yóò wá sópin o.
Orílẹ̀-èdè Canada yóò fáwọn èèyàn tó lé ní mílíọ̀nù kan ní ìwé ọmọ onílẹ̀ láàrin ọdún 2021 sí 2023. Ọ̀gọ̀ọ̀rọ̀ ohun àlùmọ́ọ́nì ilẹ̀ ló sodo sí orílẹ̀-èdè Canada, bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ìbá díẹ̀ ni wọ́n ti ṣàmúlò láàrin ẹgbàágbèje ohun àlùmọ́ọ́nì ọ̀hún. Èyí rí bẹ́ẹ̀ látàrí ọ̀wọ́n ènìyàn tó ń bórílẹ̀-èdè náà fẹ́ra. Onírúurú ètò láti rìnrìn àjò lọ sí orílẹ̀-èdè Canada ló ti wà ńlẹ̀. Ìwọ náà lè lo àǹfààní ètò àti kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ kó o sì máa ṣiṣẹ́. Aṣáájú agbaninímọ̀ràn bá a ti rìnrìn àjò káàkiri àgbáyé ní Jonathan King Limited. Kàn sí wọn lónìí, wọn ó sì fọ̀nà hàn.
Gba fọ́ọ̀mù tiẹ̀ lónìí ní Jonathan King Limited, Ajakini àti Ìkẹfà Cocoa House Ìbàdàn àti ní The Bronx Bookshop lẹ́bàá Saviour Cathedral níjẹ̀bú Òde. Má gbàgbé ọjọ́ karùn-ún oṣù kẹwàá ní forúkọsílẹ̀ yóò wá sópin o, kò sí àyè àfikún ọjọ́ mọ́ o.
Yeah, we're back, and of course, in a couple of minutes we open the phone lines, and then we get to read comments on Facebook and on YouTube. The numbers to call are 0705 5949 and 0809 7949. Let's see who's on the line. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes,
Hello,
good morning to you.
Turn down the volume on your radio.
Thank you. I'm John Njoko.
Good to have you, John Njoko.
Thank you. Let me just go briefly. Any action taken by the federal government to stop this in my region, that is the Southeast, is welcomed by me. However, I've said it in this program that if any army general engages in open confrontation without dialogue, it is dragging down. I think the president realized this in his independence anniversary when he advocated for dialogue. There is need for peace meeting between the leaders of thought and the political leaders with the federal government to end this unwanted killing. There could be no peace without equal rights and justice. And John Njoku, thank you.
Thank you, John Njoku, for your call. Hello, good morning. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you.
This is Comrade Omalulu, from Agbo. I was euphoric when I heard the news that the resident doctor.
Hello, comrade, are you there?
As call of the strike, I was euphoric. But I pray that the federal government will abide and respect the agreement. I've told you several times, Tayo, that this government is running on written policy of prosecution of terror-related offenses. Executionally has said it. They cannot prove executionally wrong, and some of us wrong. They are running on written policy. Let's wait and see. Thank you.
Thank you, comrade, for your call. 0809 949 0705 500949. And let's also use the opportunity to say Happy World Teachers Day.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Alaji Asala from Coca-Cola.
Good morning, Alaji.
Yeah. On the issue of Southeast, the militarization of Nigeria in general, I think the government has their fault in the way they handle the issue of our people. You people will agree with me that initially, IPOP, they don't carry ammunition. They don't carry it. They go on procession, asking for what they thought it will be best for them. Until the government instructed the police to be shooting them. That's when they went back to re-strategize by carrying arms. And be that as its way. Even at that, let us see that they are now carrying arms. Why can federal government not do the same thing they are doing to hyper, to killer herdsmen, to bandits and kidnappers? That's not the question. We want things to be united.
All right.
And what we are projecting and what we are anticipating is end of division by the federal government.
Thank you, Alaji. 009 949. Once again, we're saying Happy World Teachers Day to the numerous teachers out there who are shaping and building destinies. We say thank you.
Yes, it's not still enough. We find out that not too many of them are on holiday today. Some are on holiday. I think there should be uniformity in the whole process. If all of us are teachers and some people have to stay at home to celebrate Teachers' Day and some people have to still be at work, it means that there is variance. So whatever we can do to harmonize the system, whether public or private, is good.
Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Please, let this present administration, led by President Muhammadu Buhari, listen to the voice of the millions of Nigerians that are agitating for restructuring, please. It's only restructuring can stop this problem. Thank you. Good morning. This is Mbashawan.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Yeah, my name is Adeshin Yamanala from UI. The bottom line is that what is going on across the country, that they are militarizing every day. Militarizing every day will not solve any problem. Look at the appointment of Mr. President. Look at the brokers. We did not mention the sponsor of Boko Haram who are killing people, are jacking planes. You center your brokers on a particular section of the country. Let me tell you one thing. I have a guy in my family. That day that you were attacked by your car, you let it to God. I have a brother in my family that he will be pursuing it until that car is recovered, the car is dead. That is not anybody in Nigeria that can take nonsense, that can be that gentle. Let the president, even if he will not be the first president in this country, things have never been this bad. Let him address the major sports issue of this country. The appointment is very exciting. So many exciting. So all these guys, they are fighting for this. Let him address it. And to the military, whatever dancing they can dance, they are on their own. I'm not with their family. What is happening in their village, you not affecting their family, you not affecting them. That's the best of today.
All right. Thank you, Adeshi Omolola.
All right, let's take this comment on Facebook from Johnson Adewale. What do you expect from presidents that challenged GEG in 2014? GEJ rather, that to every Boko Haram you kill in the north is a war against the north. Nothing will happen to the sponsor of Boko Haram in 2023. Well, your thoughts there, Johnson Adewale. Honorable Akinkunmi here, Camille Dekrola, he says federal government should check the activities of the IPOB. They are killing and burning properties on a daily basis. I just fear if the Easterners can withstand military bombardment, we ask military to kill bandits and Boko Haram, but should government do to what should government do to the IPOB now? Well, while you're dropping your comments, try as much as possible to construct it well, so we'll read it out very well for you. That's from Honorable Akinkunmi Camille Dekrola.
All right, 0705 5000 949. Destination time is 7 009 7000 949 to join the conversation.
Yes, if you look at the issue of the VAT, for example, let states begin to join, and as they join, let them show cause. The case is before the court. At the end of the day, let the court determine our fiscal status as a country.
Hello, good morning. All right, go ahead, John.
Yeah, thank you very much. On the issue of IPOB, I think we should know I don't want to agree with taking the vote to settle the case of the IPOB day. You could remember vividly that the IPOB said that until when they bring the Kanu to the court, until then they will stop issue of stay as a sit at home. So the government needs to allow the justice. Because according to what I read about former head of state Abdul Salam, he said that what can stop the secession is justice, equity, and fairness. That's what President Muhammadu Buhari needs to adopt now. It's not about force. Stop using force. Since when you have been using force in it, what have you taken? What have you gotten? Nothing. Thank you and good morning.
All right, thank you for calling. 070-550-949, 080-97949. One last call. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
I want also to just this Shegun from Oyo.
All right,
just
Shegun.
explain this. This telecom company.
Okay, we lost us the call. Okay, let's pick this. Hello, good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes. My name is Zabawari Baramasi. Yes, Olole. Now, we have a teacher's day today. There is nothing there. Yes, we have students' day. That is nothing the children. You should share for this country. Good day.
Hello, good morning. Hello.
Chike, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, John.
Good morning.
Equal rights and justice is the only solution. Mr. President has come, he will go, another one will come. Without equal rights and justice, there will be no peace. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you, John.
Austin, your final thoughts before we leave.
Yes, the government in all of this should ensure that justice is done. And like we have said earlier to the Nigerian military, this is not the time to harass, intimidate, and victimize the people. Let them adhere strictly to the rule of engagement as far as the issue is concerned. We need to achieve peace in the eastern part of the country. A month sit at home is not sustainable for lives and livelihoods. That is the truth of the matter. God bless Nigeria.
All right, thank you for featuring on the Break at Dawn newspaper review this morning. My name is Chike Owogo, wishing you all a very positive day ahead.
And my name is Bimi Sola Shuyemi. Good morning.
Good morning to you. I am Olutayo Ogunade. Have a great day.
A mix of Hollywood's hottest names and some vintage adrenaline action are coming your way this month. Get ready to stay locked in your seats with 2 new pop-up channels from Mnet. Don't miss Lethal Legends pop-up channel on DSTV channel 113 from 24th September to 3rd October. Available on the Compact, Compact Plus, and Premium packages. Also, catch Hollywood's sexiest pop-up channel on DSTV channel 111 from 21st September to 10th October. Available only on DSTV Premium. Reconnect on DSTV Compact, Compact Plus, and Premium to enjoy the best of entertainment. DSTV, it's your moment.